So yeah, I like the armor a lot, and I like the flat armor seals, like nothing wrong with them. But then I think you really wanna spend all these yellow runes on getting tanky. Mana regen is not really what I like to see in the yellows. The seals, just fill it with armor or get some HP in there. The flat HP is really good. Like, I think I use like 4 armors and 5 flat HP in the seals right now. And with queens, HP queens are not the greatest. I prefer armor, and on Janna and some other supports that you have decent AP ratios, I like to use AP queens actually for the improved shields, and it also helps with the other abilities as well. So I actually like the flat AP a lot on Janna. I even use it on like the cliffs, or actually I use like scaling AP on the cliffs. But you really wanna have AP on Janna, I think. CDR is fine, but I think it's pretty easy to find from items as well. And if you really want to have mana regen, you could like have the mana regen from the cliffs instead. So yeah, what I like most is armor marks, armor seals, AP queens, and maybe even flat AP cliffs. And yeah, I think this is also your mastery page. I think this is same as mine. Nothing really too worth talking about here then. Bandit is, yeah, kinda whatever. I still sometimes take it like over the fleet of food. But it's not really a must-have, I think. Especially on Janna because of the really low attack range, so it's hard to proc that without like risking your positioning. And when it comes to starting items, I really like the spell thief, even though I say it's dumb to take like bandit sometimes, but I still like the spell thieves. Like, I think you can most of the time still find ways to proc it, and it gives AP, so it's not that bad. And I never take stealth ward at level 1, I always rather take more potions. And I also pretty much never place any wards at before like the laning phase is actually starting. And here you guys are spending way too much time on the golem. Like, it's a big mistake, I think. You should only give like 2 auto attacks and then leave the short way. Like, already be positioned in the like fastest route away. Like, what is Caitlyn doing? She's standing in the brush giving like 4 auto attacks. Sure, the Ramus will be like thankful, but you're not gonna win lanes by playing like this, and you might even lose games because you're losing lanes. So just be kinda selfish and only give the 2 auto attacks. You can give the shield, it should be enough. And you wanna start Q. She actually starts Q, which is nice to see, but this is taking way too long and weird pausing and shit. Like, now you're almost a full wave behind on the pushing, like, not really. The melee minions are dying. Caitlyn only just arrives. I don't know, I don't like this that much. And let's see. Sorry about the pause. Yeah, Caitlyn is all about the pushing, so that's why I like to talk about the fucking level 1 so much. Like Caitlyn versus Caitlyn, it's gonna come down to like pushing, poking. Like who has the initiation tools here? There's like no chance of really like taking peeks and all that shit. And you shouldn't ever be like randomly tornadoing as Janna. And you could also even help your Caitlyn push the lane by, well, not tornadoing but using the auto attacks. So yeah, a lot of things went wrong with the leash and the arriving to the lane. And also I would ward this brush so that Zona won't get like chance to do free bulk from there. You are just wasting mana on the tornadoes. And I'm not even sure if you need the W level 3 against this lane. You could just get the shield and try to help Caitlyn like create some advantage from the shield poke. And what the fuck is going on now? Like where are you going? This is so weird. If you were there, you could have had the kill. I don't know what the fuck were you doing. Tornado and W or whatever could have like slowed down the Zona enough so that she would be dead. Or maybe even use exhaust for slow. The way to beat this Zona now is to shield when she uses the Q, uses the power code. You need to like mitigate all that damage. Like you should be shielding when that spell is flying. I guess you're kinda baiting, but and now you're using the shield on yourself when Ramus is actually the focus target. This is exactly how to not do it, and even the exhaust is a bit late here. Like the damage was already dealt, so the exhaust, well, that was also a bad exhaust. A weird misplace happening all over. Kinda expected, but at this level, but yeah. Again, you just wanna maybe even go to the brush so that Zona doesn't have to, you know, the vision advantage. It's hard to retaliate against someone who gets the jump from the brush because, like, all the spells and the wind up and they have some travel time, and you are like too slow when the enemy has to jump from the brush like that. And I don't think that's a good use of the shield, just doing one auto attack and having the shield popped right like that. And then you were even too slow with the shield there. You can't really trade alone with the Caitlyn, no way. Like at least you like pressure them a bit, but it's not the right way to play this. And then some weird random tornado again. Like all the tornadoes should be used on the trades. Like they don't even have to be like instant tornadoes. Like I just like to initiate the trade kinda and then have the tornado happen during the trade, so it might give you like a CC advantage that leads to like a poke advantage in the trade, like maybe your Caitlyn, because of the tornado, gets like one more auto attack and then also has the shield, so if you repeat that a few times, suddenly your Caitlyn is the one with way more HP, and maybe they have to go back or something like that. Like, you shouldn't be scared of this zone at all. You just, Caitlyn should be ready to like poke the zona when she's coming, and you should be ready to shield when as soon as the hymn of valor is in the air, so it doesn't do any damage. If you just, yeah, like what are these shields? Like your Caitlyn is stepping backwards, like not even attacking. Like you should only be shielding your AD carry when she's attacking enemy champion or being attacked by enemy champion. Like that's the only time. And if you're fast enough, you should be even waiting until the projectiles are in the air, so that you will never waste shield this way. Again, kinda random with the shields. And then you go forward when, I don't know. It just, everything seems so random and not really coordinated. You need to watch the attack animations and projectiles. Otherwise you won't get the perfect shields. Like when you see shields that are not being consumed by damage, then you're doing it wrong. And damage that not being shielded when you have the shield on cooldown. It's way easier to play Zona for sure, but a good Janna should be able to beat her, I think. It comes down to those shield timings. And yeah, you have the side stone now. Against Jaco you need to like have pretty deep wards. Like sometimes even the Tribros isn't really enough. But yeah, you need to also have like the Dragon Warden. And probably yeah, this ward, so you would see the lane gank that is. Oh, Tryndamere comes in. Oh, that's a waste of flash, probably. Yeah, maybe with... Well, Sona didn't even have ultimate, so just a waste of flash. Yeah. Also, this ward isn't like deep enough, as you can see. Like the Tryndamere was like surprising you a bit. Oh, you have to be careful with your HP. Shield the Rams. Well, you get the kill. Not the most beautiful gank ever, but... Yeah, all these trades are not going too great. You should be winning them with the shields, I think. But you just need to like get the timing right. I think you're going way too aggressive, like you're not the one with the shield, like I don't know what the fuck are you doing. Like you're dying while your Caitlyn is here. I think the Caitlyn is like trying to tell you to back off. Like she's not comfortable going aggressive, so you can't force anything as Janna. Like you're playing the game like you were, I don't know, Blitzcrank trying to hook people or something like that, but instead you just squishy Janna suiciding. Like you shouldn't be taking damage in the lane, like not much at all. If you're playing correctly. I think your positioning is just way off. You might want to have potions, you don't have any right now. Buying like this, well, I guess you have to rely on that positioning right now, and you should be warding these pros when the Caitlyn is like entering them, so she can't juke or anything like that. And just help, yeah, push the lane. You should be helping more with the pushing. Like you're just standing around doing nothing right now. Like, don't worry, even if you take one CS, the denying is like more important. Again, you're like, I don't know, trying to be aggressive when you really can't. It just... And then you randomly sealed again, like, and then to randomly tornadoing, like doing nothing pretty much. Like, misuse of spells, really bad positioning, taking poke like crazy again. Like, I told you about the potions, but honestly, if you just played a bit better, you wouldn't even need that much sustain. And then you rusty talisman. Maybe you even had money for one potion or something like that. Again, you're like going aggressive, like instantly. As soon as you go to the lane, like look at what happens to your HP. If you're the one trying to like win the Caitlyn in the trade. Like, of course you need to like help your Caitlyn deal damage, but you can't be the guy dying. There needs to be a clear front line kinda who gets shielded, and if you're the one taking the headshot crits from Caitlyn, it's just bad news. I think this might be the last replay I do today. I'm tired. Yeah. I don't like the talisman that much, to be honest. Like, it was so more like so much better when it had the 20% CDR. Now Janna, it's like you already have the movement speed bonus from your passive, and you have it on your W, and 10% CDR is kinda whatever. Like, I feel the whole active button is sometimes just wasted. Like what does it do when there's like Zed or something that just needs to be like hard CC, like he has those, maybe even triple flash or something like that, then it doesn't really help to have like some movement speed. So my Janna build is like Morellos-frost into like Frost Queens, so something like that. I just like to get that AP and CDR, like 40% CDR or at least 35, and get that 200 to 300 AP. That's how I play Janna. But it also relies a lot on like being really good with the shield timing and having good positioning, because you're gonna be squishy as hell playing the way I do. So I don't know if I can recommend it, but no matter how you build or how you play Janna, the way you've been like laning in this game has been pretty bad. Yeah, I think you needed like more vision. There's no vision in the mid lane. Even like, especially after this mid lane turret is dead, and at like any stage of the game, this whole area is such a highly contested area. I think like it's so important to have vision over here. So now you just kinda get caught because suddenly you realize that, oh, your team really isn't here and there's no vision or whatever. Can't even go bot lane, to be honest, unless there's vision over here. Like we see what really happens when you do go and there's no vision. Like they just bomb and gank you. Or was it 3? But still can't handle it. So 1000 gold, what will you get? I guess the game is just over. Like what I would get would be like, let's see your CDR. You have 20%.